So a 3-point weekend, not so bad, but obviously another OT defeat against Cardiff. That's got to hurt as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, we're struggling when we get into into overtime here. Just securing that extra point here. We're focusing right now a lot on our 4 and 4. You don't typically spend too much time on it, but I mean the importance of it's huge. It's 5 points or 6 points right now. So we're focusing a lot on that right now and trying to improve that game, and that's that aspect of the game. But we played well. We played very well against Cardiff. You watch that game back, and we had some chances, and puck just didn't fall for us. And it's a difference of a one-shot hockey game.
Obviously next night a chance to make up for it against a team that you know very well now, an Edinburgh team that have surprised everyone, but you must have been delighted to get the result there.
I think when you play those kind of teams, it's all about the results. Sometimes it's not the best game, and they do a good job of keeping teams to the outside, and Chubak plays big for them, and they got a great power play. And if you break down and you lose focus for a bit, they can hurt you, and that's what they do. They got guys like Hayes that can score goals and can turn games on out of nothing. So it's not always the most entertaining, but you got to make sure you play them the right way because they are dangerous, and they will beat you if you're not ready to play a certain way.
Do you feel you actually played better against Cardiff than against Edinburgh? Do you take some sort of heart from that as well? Do you feel there was more opportunities against Cardiff and yet got the result against Edinburgh?
Well, we played 100 times better on Saturday and got 1 point than we did on Sunday, where we got 2. And that's the way the game goes. And sometimes you play really, really good and lose, and sometimes you play bad and win. And it's just, you sit there, there's nothing to break down. That's the way the game is in every sport. You find ways to win, and your goalie or your special teams are hot, but for your 5-on-5 is poor, and good teams find ways to win, and right now we're picking up points. We haven't, I think out of 19 games, I think only 5 we haven't collected points in, and in today's league, the way it is, that's massive. We want to be getting those 4-point weekends, but you're picking up points on the road and picking up points in overtime, and it'll all add up come the end of the year.
There was one particular flashpoint in the Cardiff game that the club asked Dops to have a look at, was the cross-checking on the ice to Alex Levitt. There's been an update today as well.
Yeah, I think he got one game. We felt the cross-check to the head was unnecessary. And obviously, you expect it. Levy collides with Boundsy there, and you expect an altercation, but maybe the cross-check to the head was a bit too much, and we felt it was deemed to let Dops look at it and address it, and that's what they did. And I think they gave him a one-game suspension. So, it's not really about getting guys suspended. It's about just making sure that we take, we protect ours and do what's right. And we know that especially Cardiff, they'll be putting anything and everything against us when the time comes. So you got to make sure that you're giving it out as much as you're taking it.
Do you feel at the moment there seems to be a lot more contentment with the DOP system this year? Do you happier with it, or is it something you just want to see how it plays out?
I think you have a lot more faith in what they're doing, and as far as what kind of you're not seeing the 8 games and the 7 games and the huge discrepancies between judgments, and I think that's good. If you cross the line, you're looking at this and that, and it's not going to be where we were last year, where it was anywhere from 2 to 10. You didn't know, and depending on the guy and what team you're playing next. Here this year I find it's a lot more consistent, and they've been a lot more professional way they're dealing with it. And so far, I haven't heard too many complaints. I think guys are aware that if you do cross the line, they are there, and it's good for the game. It needs to be in the game and keeps that game safe and controlled, and that's what we want.
Well, obviously a big game coming up on Saturday against the team that have been the league leaders, the Nottingham Panthers. Now, they've got a lot of games in hand over the team above them. Clan also have a lot of games in hand. This is a really interesting one for both teams, isn't it?
Oh, it's huge. It's massive. We only see them twice here. We want to make sure that we're collecting points. They beat us at home. We're one of our losses. They're in Nottingham there, start of the year, and they're a team that it's pretty easy to see. They're going to be up there challenging all year. Again, we play them in Challenge Cup. So there's a lot of reason why we want to come out and put a good show on here, and they're an exciting team to play against. They're an exciting team to coach against. Corey's he's a good systematic coach, and he's always running plays. So it's a good challenge, and it's always fun when we go head to head. he'll have his guys ready. They're on a swing, I believe. I think they're Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so we'll catch them same as Cardiff on the second game here. So should be good. Should be exciting. I know our guys are looking forward to it, and obviously it's a little extra incentive when your owner owns both teams. You want to come out on top. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's a good weekend, a good challenge. Number 1-2 team coming into the building again this weekend, and then away in an extremely tough spot to win in Edinburgh. So it's a good challenge for our group, and like I said, we just kind of keep on plugging on and keep doing our thing here quietly, and we hopefully climb the standings here. But like I said, it's so tight when you look at it right now that looking at it is irrelevant. Where you are doesn't really say anything about your team. We don't feel we're an 8th or a 6th or a 5th place team. We feel we're going to compete at the top here, and we just got to take care of business.
Well, good luck with the weekend. Thank you very much, Ryan. Cheers there.